Today we are yet meeting again with a very important topic from the board examination point of view, and it is related to your business studies. And what is the topic which we are covering today? Case studies. सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट जो चीज आती है आज के दिन पे बिजनेस स्टडीज के पेपर में वो हम देखते हुए आ रहे हैं. These are the case studies. As the name case studies come, difficulty comes in the mind of the students that case studies are very difficult, that majority of the students are unable to solve the case studies. So today we will be discussing one by one the problems which are faced by the students in solving the case studies and what are the reasons for those problems and how those problems can be sorted out. Okay. So let me first start with some of the questions which comes into the mind of the students when the case studies come. Many of the students say that due to case study the paper becomes lengthy, and the fear which the students feel is that when they see a lengthy question paper, ultimately their confidence goes down. The second question which comes into the mind of the students, see, every time teacher says that case studies are not very difficult, but is it so? So why students are unable to solve the case studies? So the answer is you can easily solve the case studies if you follow the instructions and the guidelines and the steps which I will be giving you today in this session. But for that, you all must watch this video till the very end. Okay, so how to go about for the case studies? To be a case study cracker, you should first be a good reader, because majority of the answers is hidden there in the case study itself. Many a times the student is unable to answer the case studies because he has not or she has not understood the question. When you are unable to understand the question, you won't be able to do the case study or you won't be able to answer it. Like I asked a question to one of the students that what is your name and where do you study? After hearing the first question only, what is your name, he replied, and the next question was not heard by him, so he remained silent. Why was the person unable to answer the second question? The person was knowing the second question as well, but because the person did not listen to the second question, that is why he was unable to answer it. Same goes with the case study also. When you are reading it, first 4 or 5 lines you read out, and you on your own make the analysis that what is being asked. But ultimately at the end something else is asked. Because you have not read out the entire case study, you make a big blunder and the answer which you know was answered wrong. Okay. So read the case studies very carefully. Second thing, earlier in the traditional approach, when the questions were asked to you, the direct questions were being asked to you. Like if I am going to talk about the consumer protection, only the chapter which was going on, like if it is asked what are the various consumer rights which are available with the consumer, direct question is there, very easy. Suppose it would have been in a case study form. A case would have been given you that these are the following rights and the consumer should take the use of this, all those things. So what rights am I talking about? A right may be given over there, explanation of that right, and at the end you are asked to identify the lines which define a particular right. तो आंसर आपको है यहाँ पे मिला हुआ, आपको उस पर्टिकुलर आंसर को कोट करना है एंड टेल अबाउट दी राइट. ठीक है, इनडायरेक्ट फॉर्म में आपसे क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे पूछा गया है. So these are the things which you should take care of. ठीक है. Content you don't know. You are reading the question summary. आखिरी में you are going through the summary because you think that in the summary each and everything is given. But the name is summary. That is only the gist of the chapter is given. The entire thing is not given over there. So to get the better idea of the chapter, you should be knowing each and everything. Over here in the case study, the practical aspect and your analytical thinking comes handy, because you should be able to understand the things and you should be able to answer those things. ओके, तो अगर आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग अच्छी है, रेजिस्टिंग अच्छी है, आपकी रीडिंग हैबिचुअल अच्छा है, तो आप चीजों को अच्छे से कर सकते हैं, समझ सकते हैं. एंड फॉर दिस यू रिक्वायर द एंटायर नॉलेज ऑफ द कंटेंट. यू शुड नॉट लीव आउट एनीथिंग ऑफ द चैप्टर. इफ यू आर वेल थॉरो विथ योर चैप्टर, the case studies are the most simple things which you can answer. So let us take an example. I will be taking some of the examples of a case study, and then we will be discussing that how it should be answered. Suppose case 1, a case study is given to you. The chapter which I will be covering over here is your consumer protection. Okay. So the question is, your mother purchased a washing machine worth ₹10,000 from a reputed shop who is a authorized dealer of a particular manufacturer. On purchasing the washing machine, the dealer gave the oral guarantee to your mother that if anything happened in the machine within 3 months, the machine is going to be replaced. After a week, the motor of the washing machine was broken. Your mother reached to the shopkeeper to replace the machine, but the shopkeeper refused to restore or replace the machine. Can your mother claim for it? So what should be your answer? Understand the thing. Mother purchased washing machine, but the guarantee which has been given to her is oral. That means no proof of that guarantee is there with your mother. Neither the proof of that purchase is there with your mother. So she cannot claim. Because for claiming you require a written proof. So answer is no. My mother cannot claim for the replacement of the machine to the shopkeeper, because the guarantee which was given by the shopkeeper was oral in nature, and it cannot be proved that this thing was guaranteed by the shopkeeper. Okay, बड़े आसान था. You have understood the things. तो चीजें क्या हो गई आपको समझ में आ गई. Next question. You purchase 2 kg of sweets from Manak Sweets. On reaching home, you found that the sweet which you have purchased is not in good quality. Is not of good quality. You reach to Manak Sweets to replace these sweets, and the shopkeeper refused, because you are not having one of the most important document of purchase. The question is, which document the customer is not having? Whenever you are purchasing a product, advertisement comes, ask for what? A cash memo, which is the evidence of the purchase. The document which is being asked over here is your cash मेमो। तो आंसर क्या है? बड़ी आसानी से अगर आपको चीजें पता होंगी, व्हाट इज कैश मेमो, डिफाइंड इन द चैप्टर, एंड यू शुड बी नोइंग दैट द written evidence of a purchase is a cash memo. Next question. Mohan purchased a new car from Excel Motors. The automobile dealer gave him a free insurance of 1 year and 3 free services on 5,000 kilometers, 10,000 kilometers and 15,000 kilometers. When Mohan went to the service station for the first service, he was informed that the automobile or the car which Mohan has purchased, the first service has been already availed. Mohan felt cheated and claimed for it in the state commission. Mohan was not satisfied with the verdict of the state commission, and after 2 months he filed the complaint in the national commission. But Mohan's plea or complaint was rejected. Why? You should be knowing that one can go to the National Commission if the person is not satisfied with the verdict of the State Commission. But for that, the time duration is how much? 1 month. That is 30 days of coming of that order. जब वो निर्णय आ गया, that order has come, within 30 days of that the person can claim. But over here in this question, the time which has been elapsed or passed is 2 months, that is 60 days. That is why his complaint was rejected. So how you were able to answer this? Because you were knowing the concept over here. You were knowing the concept over here. That is why you were able to answer these answers. Okay. Over here, the hit and trial method cannot be worked out. Hit and trial method cannot be worked out, as it used to happen in the traditional forms of question, like give the advantages of consumer rights to a consumer. So you could have given the advantages in your old form of points, and it might be that the hit and trial method which you used came handy and your points which you have given were right. But over here, the specific content knowledge was required, and hit and trial method cannot be used over here. That is why sometimes it is said that case studies are difficult, but case studies are very easy because you require more time in reading the cases, but the answers which are there are very short. In the traditional form of questions, the questions are short, but the answering is more. So case study is important because you can answer them fast, but one thing is required, that is your reading speed and your understanding speed. If you get all the things right, because in the case studies the questions are interconnected. If suppose your first question is wrong, suppose which consumer right am I talking about? ऊपर पूछा गया, you identified the consumer right wrongly. Second question is explain that consumer right. Third is give any 2 examples of that consumer right. If the first answer is answered wrongly, first question is answered wrongly, you will get the other questions also answered wrongly. But if you have answered the first question correctly, the probability is there that you will answer the next 2 questions also correctly. Getting my point? So case studies are very easy. It depends upon you that how you are going for it. So the points which I have discussed, to become a case study cracker, read the entire case studies before coming to any conclusion. Second, be thorough with the topic and the chapters. Be thorough with the topics and the chapters. Third, think before answering. Think before answering. If you are going to make the note of these three important things, you can also become a case study cracker. Okay, so follow these instructions and you can become a case study cracker. So it is a very good high time for you to score good marks in your business studies. And if you want to score good marks in your business studies, you have to become a case study cracker, because in your question paper 70% of the entire content comes in the form of case studies. So I hope this video is going to be very beneficial for you all. If you are going to follow the instructions, I assure you, if you are going to follow the instructions, I assure you that case studies are going to be very simple for you all. Thank you. That is all from my side. I hope this video is going to be very helpful for you all. All those who have not subscribed the channel and have not liked the videos, subscribe the channel and like the video. Thank you so much, students.